I want to make my movie, I want to make my movie. Don't do that. One by one, we take all the creative people out of the studios, out of the system, and decisions are taken by people who are good with money. They know how to organize it, but they don't know how to make movies. The entirely French business of cinema was not able to see a young man who will do later hundreds of millions of admissions, and that's a drama. You have to let the artist to be an artist. I'm sure there is some people who wants to make movies around here. My first movie, The Last Combat, we see some images in black and white. I went to see all the producers in town in Paris, all of them, 100% of them, all of them. And they say no, all of them. So I create my own little company, very small, and then I start to see people who are not in the business. So my first movie was produced by a guy who has a shoe shop, another one who get a car accident and they give me a piece of the insurance, a friend of mine who loses his grandmother and give me a piece of the heritage, and the fourth one has a travel agency. That's the four people who produced my first movie. So thanks to them first. But it tells you also that at this time, the entirely French business of cinema was not able to see a young man who will do later hundreds of millions of admissions. They were not able to see it. And that's a drama. Because, for example, if you're a tennis trainer, you know, you train tennis, and you're the coach from Russia, for example. But if you see Nadal at 12, and you're not able to see that this boy will be big, change your job. In a movie business, it happens every day. Every day. Almost like all the famous big directors just pass in the front of all these producers, and they were not able to see any of them. So, that's it. The way of making film changed a lot, but the audience also changed a lot since 5-6 years, since this little thing called COVID around the world, and everybody take the habit to go on the internet and watch all the movies that you can find on Netflix and everything. So I think like little by little the people just get used to a kind of film where they're good, not excellent most of the time, but we get used to this kind of food. And now, you know, it's harder for people to go back to movies and try to watch the high-level films. And it makes me sad, but it's an evolution. We just have to follow the evolution. So the audience changed a little bit. And I will say the big changes, the biggest of all, it's the shift of the people who take the decision. Like you take 20 or 30 years ago, you take, for example, Stanley Kubrick. He was at Warner Brother, and every time he wants to make a movie, he say, I want to make a movie. And Warner Brother was like, yes, sir. And he said, I'm going to do 2001. Yes, sir. Barry Lyndon. Yes, sir. And they will follow. Because at the time, they will follow the artist. They know they don't know how to make movies, but they know this guy knows, and they follow him. And most of the time, they're lucky and they make money, which is great. Everybody's happy. Sometimes they do less money. It's okay. But the artist was making the film. The last 20 years, one by one, we take all the creative people and out of the studios, out of the system, and now decisions are taken by people who are good with money. They know how to organize it, but they don't know how to make movies. Okay? So the movies have to be made by the artist. And if you make money, it's great. If you lose money, that's sad. But the risk is the same. When these people decide to make a film or not, the level of failure is exactly the same than when the artist is making a film. So let the artist make the films, at least they're good. Good movies. I'm not at all against the system, the money and all this. Yeah, I understand all this. It's just a question of you have to let the artist to be an artist and to make the film. You can help, you can be around, but if it's not the one who decides, there's so many films were made right now with, you know, the deciders are like 25 years old and they don't have a clue of what they're doing. And this is a problem. But I'm lucky because when I want to make a movie, and then I always find nice people here in this country, in France, in Russia, everywhere, and they continue to believe me as an artist. So thank you to all of them, because then I can make the film I want. I don't know for how long, but now I still make the movies I like, so it's good.
For the first time in history, James Cameron, 3-time Oscar winner. Robert Greene, author of the bestseller The 48 Laws of Power. Magnus Carlsen, the greatest chess player in history. And Wim Hof, the legendary Iceman, will all gather on one stage. March 6th and 7th, Coca-Cola Arena, Dubai. Megacampus Summit, the largest lecture event in the world. 13,000 visionary entrepreneurs from 75 countries. Lectures from the greatest minds of our time on strategy, power, longevity, and the future. Take part in the main event of the year. Seats are limited.
It's all about the script first. When you have your script, put it on the side for a little bit, then come back to it 2 weeks later, and then almost like by magic, you will start to see little things. Oh, maybe this could be better, maybe this could be better. And then you do another pass. When you're happy with this pass, you give it to a couple of people around you. They don't need to be professional, just people like normal moviegoers, and they're gonna come back with comments. They're gonna say, oh, I don't understand why the brother is doing that. I don't understand why he's dying so fast. You will have to answer this question, and then you're gonna do a new draft. And then you're gonna wait a little bit, and you're gonna do it again. You take Subway, for example, one of my first films, I've done 16 drafts. 16, okay? When, at the end of the day, when you don't know what else to do, it's the right time to make the movie. Usually the young people, they finish a draft, the first draft, very quickly. They finish it, and then they give it to everyone. Distributors, producers, like, I want to make my movie, I want to make my movie. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. We receive on the company 200 scripts per year. We don't give 2 chances. So if you send it too soon, the reader will, you know, the rule that we have is, do you pass page 10? Because after 10 pages, if it's not good enough, we just close the thing and then we don't read it because we have it's too many scripts to read. So if you want to have a better chance to do your film, make 2, 3, 4, 10, 12 passes on your script. If the script is quality and it's very good, everybody wants good movies. Every producers around the world, they need for good script, believe me. So don't go too fast. Don't go right away. You know, just wait to be sure that, you know, your thing is worth it. And then after, you know, kill everyone to do it. That's it. When you're in the process of casting, usually I see a lot of people first on picture, because for a part you have the mentality and the physicality. You watch a picture, you're looking for a young man 17. If you're 55, no, for sure. So the first selection is really the face. So you watch a picture, say, oh, okay, could be. Put it on the right. So after you have a little case with sometimes 2,000-3,000 people, and then you start to watch little video that they send. And the video is very simple. My name is Max. I'm an actor since 12 years, and I like this, and I play guitar. Okay. Something very simple. But you can hear the voice, because voice is very important also. And then sometimes you feel something. So it's another selection. And now we are around 200 people. And 200 people, we send them a little scene. Could be anything. Usually it's not a scene from the film. It's from something else. And they do the little scene. And then I watch the 200 videos. And then from 200, usually we go to 5. And then I met the 5. And I take the best one. So it's very simple. And everybody has a chance. There is no the work of the agent and all these people. It doesn't matter. You know, it's really about the performance and about the star. Usually they scared. You know, so that's why they have 15 people around them, and. But in fact, they're scared. You have to understand is at the end, they have their face on the screen, like this. So that's why they're scared, because if they are not good, and they know the director is the only person who can make them good. So as long as the director knows what he wants, and he knows to explain to the actor, and he have enough time to rehearse, they are angels. I have never had a problem with any of stars that I work with, because I work a few months before and I'm with them all the time. I try to resolve all the technical problem on the set before the actor is coming. So when the actor is here, it's all about him, nothing else. If the DP comes with a light problem, I scream at him. It's not for him. It's for the actors. So they feel very confident, and that's the only way. And when you work this way, they are charming, you know, really, honestly.